top cut. I'm only here for probably like 1 or 2 rounds.
Okay,
I'm
fine, thanks.
Actually here
Regina.
to say this is the worst starter out of all of them. Salvo Squad, not Salvos, Score Money, my bad. I have a Salvo right now.
You can't even!
It's been a long day. I think I've been up for like...
You don't get to hold any of the plushies.
I'll take Pikachu.
No! No! Pikachu
anyway.
is very attached to Grookey now.
We've got 4 events, local and otherwise, until the end of Ultra Series. So we're going to take you guys to Giovanni, Costa, and Dina, Ibrahim. Terran's still glaring at me.
I'm so confused right now. All right, so Gio here, who's already locked his battle box, is running Gengar, Tapu Koko, Kyogre, Duskmane, Kangaskhan, and
Talonflame.
Talonflame. Wow,
Yep.
we care about Ultra Series, guys.
I didn't say anything. We've got Dina on your right side with Kyogre. We've got that Tornadus, Incineroar, Amoonguss, Xerneas, everyone's favorite. We're going to say bye to it in a couple of weeks. And then Kangaskhan as well.
I'm a little... Am I going to miss Xerneas? Am I not going to miss Xerneas?
I did find Power Herb in the game already. Spoiler alert. Sorry, I was supposed to tag that before I said it. But, you know, I mean, half the Pokemon you'll see, actually almost all the Pokemon you see on your screen right now are some of their last appearances. Like Kyogre.
And you know
Kyogre,
what? With Tornadus, I'm okay with that.
I'm not okay with it with like Kyogre and Groudon, but
I do miss, yeah.
It's generally very well known that I have.
I will miss yelling, "Wee!" just to annoy Miguel, and he's ignoring me now. Thank you.
Oh, speaking of annoying Miguel, he almost saw my best pun for a name. Oh no. No, I think it's right. But anyway, like, so what I've known from these two is that they tend to run the same restricteds, and Duskmane Necrozma on the field with Tapu Koko.
And Dina throwing out a Kangaskhan and Kyogre, meaning it is a...
It's a Rainin, which is you know, very similar to Sword. Okay, I'm really focused on Sword and Shield. I cannot put that game down.
Oh no, me neither.
It was a struggle to like be like, okay, I'll go cast this round with Terran, but I really want to play Sword.
So Regina loves me less than she loves Sword and Shield, and you know what? I think I agree with that statement.
No, I love you more than I love Sword.
No, that's true. But you struggled.
I struggled, but I'm still here.
Okay, that's fine. Anyway, guys, so Tapu Koko is not a friend to Kyogre, and Kangaskhan, of course, can fake out at any turn now because it is turn 1.
Yeah, and also Gio tends to run a slower team, right? So he does go for things like Trick Room setup. So Dina has to figure out if she wants to let that Tapu Koko stay on the field and hurt her Kyogre, or stop the Trick Room from getting set up, right? Like that's the issue that you're having here. And we do have that Ultra Burst from Necrozma, and again, you know, you guys, I'm sure you're all very sad about this being one of the last few times we get to see light that burns the sky.
No. I will miss taking naps in between turns. That I'm gonna miss. But all right, so the photon guys are coming out from this lovely Necrozma, going into the Ogre, doing like, what was it, like 3rd damage?
Yeah.
Yep.
And then Tapu Koko taking the damage from that fake out earlier, so not moving on this turn, will take that Origin Pulse as well. So not contingent on HP like Water Spout is, which is the other move that Kyogre tends to use. But Gio's Pokemon are still both in it. However, Dina kind of had a good trade-off on that, right? Your Kyogre's still here. It managed to hit both of its Origin Pulses. Tapu Koko is almost on its last leg. You do have to be careful because Tapu Koko is a fast Pokemon, and it is on electric terrain. For all we know, it can't be the one with this. It could be the Z move, but he has to choose between whichever one of those.
But Dina's not taking the chance, and she is taking out that Kyogre into the Incineroar, meaning that both Necrozma and Tapu Koko are going to get that Intimidate drop. And here it is. Light the burn the sky. Do we have to edit these out anymore? No.
Yeah, so, this...
All right. So what gym are you at in Sword and Shield?
I'm at the champion battle.
You champion, okay.
Yeah, I'm avoiding
Spoilers.
I'm avoiding it.
I actually really loved the fairy gym. Maybe it was like the inner theater nerd, but I loved it.
It's okay.
It was nice. Also, she reminds me of some of the characters from Triple to Belleville. Yeah, no one's ever seen it. So it's a very indie French animated movie. But
anyway, Gio did not fall for that switch out with that Kyogre. Didn't go for that spot. So, you know, Incineroar is going to come in nice, but that Kangaskhan's going to take the full brunt of this Z move. Not boosted by any psychic trade because there is no Taco Lily. So doesn't manage to hold on there because Light That Burns the Sky is a scary move. Kangaskhan does go down on this turn though, and Tapu Koko is able to make full use of the Electro Terrain, go for the Electro Web as well. Gets the speed drop on Incineroar. Does have fake out potential on Dina's side. The problem is, like, Incineroar's already a slow Pokemon, and it's nice against Ultra Necrozma.
But right here, you know, the Tapu Koko is so low that a fake out will KO it, leaving that Ogre free to come in as she has thrown it out.
Yeah, the issue here is that Kyogre is slower than Geo's Ultra Necrozma, which I think we saw in that turn 1, because it did go after it got hit by Photon Geyser. So it's still another matter of, I think you're right, that Incineroar is going to have to go for the fake out on Tapu Koko because of the fact that it's going to do a lot of damage to that Kyogre.
But
fake out.
No fake out. Tapu Koko goes for the Electro Web, getting Kyogre and Incineroar on both the speed drops. That Ogre's going to use Ice Beam into that Protect, and U-turn coming out. That's going to KO the Koko. Incineroar will come out for, we don't know her third Mon yet, so fourth Mon. That's what I meant.
So what I think was really interesting there is that that Geo went for Electro Web again instead of like a different electric type move, because if he protected Necrozma, he could have just gone for free reign on any sort of electric type onto Kyogre or Incineroar and just kind of punished her for not going for the fake out. Amoonguss is a bit of a tough call to have here because you can put things to sleep, you can Rage Powder and draw in Photon Geyser and still get hit by that, and your Kyogre will be free to attack with Ice Beam. The only other problem is, one, Geo has a full health Kyogre. I think he tends to favor a water spout over Origin Pulse because of the accuracy, like the potential to miss with that move. So I think he's still in a better spot here, but Amoonguss isn't the worst Pokemon to have, right? Rage Powder is a nice redirect, and you'll be forced to target it with Photon Geyser if you choose to go for that. And if you have anything in the back that I don't think he has anything that can be using for him, but you won't ever like bring that back in here.
Yeah, but Dina's Kyogre goes for the Protect. Amoonguss also going for the Protect. I think at this point Dina's trying to figure out what he's gonna do, see if she can get a read on him. And Ogre, the full health Geo's Ogre goes for the Water Spout.
Yeah, so double protect is always a nice way to figure out if you don't know what your opponent's gonna do, right? It's a nice way to figure, hey, okay, what type of spread water move does he have? Is he gonna go for the Ice Beam into the Amoonguss, and which one he's gonna target? So we know for sure that Geo's plan is to go after the Kyogre because you can take care of things like Incineroar and like Amoonguss, right? If you have Primal Reverse, like if you have Kyogre, it's okay because of the fact that you're just gonna do so much damage right there and like full health.
Yeah, but Amoonguss goes for the Rage Powder, meaning it will become the center of attention. Necrozma going for the Photon Geyser into that Amoonguss.
Focus sash too.
And it is.
It's a focus sash.
It is a Focus Sash Amoonguss.
No Amoonguss would ever survive that unless you've like taken a couple snarls. But
how would Amoonguss wear a Focus Sash?
It ties it around its forehead.
Okay, that's bad. Like a little headband.
That's why you can't see it because it's underneath the mushroom cap.
That's cute.
And Origin Pulse hitting again.
Wow, that's some good RNG on stream. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, that's a pretty good point. I think Origin Pulse this maybe half the time. So right now, Dina's batting like, I don't know.
We can't make sports. We can't make sports.
I trying to go for a baseball analogy. I mean, this is kind of Gio's game, right? So he hasn't shown his last Pokemon. Dina's kind of a disadvantage for that. Sure, you have the fake out pressure. Kyogre is still at pretty good health. You still have Photon Geyser to worry about. Even if you can't hit Incineroar with Photon Geyser, you can hit it with other moves, right? And you still have your Z move. You don't really need to use it. Like, you're just putting constant pressure on Dina that is just that first like Tapu Koko and the Necrozma set together, especially against the lead that she had originally. It was just a lot of pressure to be able to be like, okay, I have to figure out what to fake out, and if I don't fake it out and do enough damage, then Kyogre can't get any knockouts. And that's the problem. Like, when you're faced with a lead like that, the issue becomes, okay, which is the bigger threat and what can I survive, right? Like, Tapu Koko supports Ultra Necrozma really well in that sense, where one, it had the Electro Web, so in case anything is faster than you, Tapu Koko can make them slower. The other issue is Tapu Koko also threatens Kyogre pretty heavily. Like,
especially if electric terrain is up.
So, I mean,
it's my stream day. But here we go. We are going into game 2 after Gio has taken the first game.
I think the issue is like, if you have Tornadus and you want to go for something like a Tailwind and you have the Prankster Tailwind, the problem is if Gio can match that either with a Talonflame or if he has a Pokemon that can like reverse that with Trick Room, right? Because then that's part of the reason why you bring Amoonguss is because Amoonguss has free reign there. The other issue is Amoonguss likes to be first in Trick Room because of Spore, but Tapu Koko is there. So I think the crux of this problem is Dina has to figure out some way to get rid of Tapu Koko. The hard part of that is you need to have a Pokemon that's just as fast, if not as like. There's very few things that are faster than Tapu Koko, right? You have to be able to do enough damage so that Electro Web won't be like knocking your team back in speed. And then you also have to deal with whatever Tapu Koko has as a partner, right? The other, like, 3 of these 5 mons that are, like, in Gio's team can deal a lot of offensive pressure. You've got the Kyogre who's got the Water Spout and is able to just deal massive amounts of damage. You have Talonflame who has priority sort of moves, right? There's Decimate Necrozma, obviously, and then you also got Mega Kangaskhan, or even, like, Mega Gengar, you can trap your opponents in. So I think if you can get rid of a Tapu Koko on here, then you should be fine, right? I think that lead of like Duskmane and Tapu Koko was actually a pretty good lead for Dina there. So I'm really curious to know how trainer battles are going to look like, and I hope it's the cards. The lead cards have been so
That would be so much fun. I love designing my lead card.
I've updated mine like 7 times.
Yeah.
I haven't set my final form. My final form. It's cool.
Oh, but Dina is going for something a little more different. She's leading our favorite Xerneas with Amoonguss, and Gio is staying with the Necrozma and Tapu Koko.
Yeah, so it is a nice change. I don't think we'll see a burst here from Gio just for right now because of the fact that you keep like that steel typing. The problem again now is going to lie in that Amoonguss. Amoonguss can go for that classic rage pattern to let Xerneas set up with Geomancy, and Tapu Koko is going to have to force itself to. I think we're going to see a couple Electro Webs from here unless Tapu Koko has Skydrop, right? If you have Skydrop, then it's fine. Skydrop is able to make sure that that redirect doesn't happen, and then Xerneas is going to be in a lot of trouble from any sort of move from Necrozma. But I think it's a good adjustment on Dina. Ooh, but she's okay.
Taking out the Amoonguss and bringing in that Kangaskhan.
Oh, and Xerneas is protecting himself on this turn, so kind of a neutralish turn from Dina here. Oh, there's the Skydrop. So there is the Skydrop from Tapu Koko.
And the Sunsteel Strike, that steel typing move going into that protect with the Zern.
I think for Dina, that was actually a pretty smart turn, right? You don't want your Amoonguss to take that sort of damage when you need it for later, because you want to be able to make sure that you can redirect moves. Still, even if you have something like Kyogre in the back for Gio, the nice thing about Amoonguss is it takes those water type moves really, really nicely. Like, Xerneas is still in trouble here because of the potential of that Sunsteel Strike. So if we do see her switch out for it or for something else, I wouldn't be surprised. Kangaskhan's going to have to take that damage no matter what. But the fact that Gio is revealing that Tapu Koko with Skydrop means that either Dina knew about it or she was expecting it, right? Because switching out Amoonguss in that moment and protecting your Xerneas is something that you're kind of expecting.
And Zern leaving the field and Kyogre taking its place.
Brings the rain.
Yeah, making it rain. Making it rain. How many times have I made that joke? For too long.
You're going to have to get used to it, I think, for 2020 as well. There's a couple Pokemon out there with some fun rain stats as well. But it's okay. We'll come up with better puns for it.
Yes. I haven't made Miguel laugh in a long time. Oh, that was...
Yeah, that was a bite from...
That was a bite.
If that had flinched, that actually would have been really, really nice on that one. So what I like here is the reason that Kyogre is a good switch in this spot is Dina has shown she likes to use Origin Pulse, right? So Origin Pulse is, like I said, isn't contingent on HP. As long as you can hit and connect with both Pokemon, you're fine. But I still think the pressure is on a little bit. So Dina can Mega Evolve now, get that Parental Bond on the field. Tapu Koko is still pretty fast. I think we might either see, that the Electro Web in this turn just to guarantee that Geo's Pokemon are faster. I think in general we've seen a faster team from him this time around. But
yep, Gio goes for the Necrozma. This is scary. I don't like this. I don't like that you can read minds.
Oh. I thought I told you this at the beginning of our friendship.
I don't want you in here.
So, Photon Geyser isn't enough to pick up the knockout though, but Wild Charge, no protect from like Kyogre, I think is a little scary.
Yeah.
Right, you let that Kyogre get down really easy. And I think this was something I pointed out in like game 1, right? You have to decide which Pokemon you think is the scarier Pokemon to deal with. And I think leaving Tapu Koko alone is always the really tough choice. The problem is you can't do enough damage with both of those Pokemon if you're not faster than them, right? Like Dina loses 2 Pokemon here because of the recoil and because of the Wild Charge, whereas this is gonna do like
It can do a lot. It can do a lot. It's fast and it can do a lot.
Yeah. So Tapu Koko sacrificed itself, but it was completely worth it. Like you still have Xerneas and you still have Amoonguss in the back, but now you have Ultra Necrozma, you have Kyogre, you can get rid of this Amoonguss with the Photon Geyser and a double into it with Water Spout, right? And then sure, Xerneas can set up, but you also have Light that burns the sky. Dazzling Gleam can do a lot. But you have one more Pokemon in the back. Like, what do? You can switch out Ultra Necrozma for this turn, bring in a different Pokemon. Like, if whatever he's got in the back, right? Like, it can take a hit from Xerneas on that turn after it's been done setting up. There's just you kind of have free reign on the field if you're Geo.
Yep.
So, yep. That's when you're staring down a Necrozma and a Kyogre. Even if you have a Xerneas, it's still really tough. Like the general rule of thumb from Sun until now has been, if you set up Xerneas, you have a chance. It's a little tougher in this game.
Which is what she's trying to do right now. She did Rage Powder with that Amoonguss, so that Photon Geyser is going to go into that Amoonguss. And hold on again with that Focus Sash.
I forgot that Focus Sash was a one-time use thing in actual like gameplay outside of like matches. So I used it in Sword and Shield, and I was like, why did it disappear? And I was like, oh yeah, it's not a match.
But Zern gets that Geomancy up.
I
will miss this animation. I will say, I do love the animation.
I'm pretty sure you're in the minority in that.
Well,
so
whatever. So that full power Water Spout connecting with that Amoonguss, KOing it, and doing about half to Zern.
Yeah, I mean,
Zern is just a beautifully designed Pokemon, and that animation is great.
I will agree with the first half of that. You get tired of an animation after a while sometimes.
Yeah, that's
right?
fair.
So,
that's fair.
I think like I said, like even if you set up Xerneas at this point, there's not much you can really do for it.
Yeah.
I mean, Geo has one more Pokemon in the back. He's got his 2 like Pokemon out here. You can protect to see what he might do, right? Not switching out because that would have been the first thing that we saw happen. Kyogre is just hiding behind a protect just in case. I think part of this is because you're like, if he goes for an attack, then at least I can try to protect myself and save that HP because you want the full HP to do as much damage. A single target full HP in the rain from Kyogre, that's just like a lot of damage.
Yep.
I can't quantify that. It's a lot. It's enough to knock out things.
It probably is.
So. This is like, I think, the second game now that we haven't seen the last Pokemon from Geo's side. So, pretty satisfying. I do appreciate that Dina changed her lead in game 2. I think that Xerneas and Amoonguss, and then the fact that she like switched around a lot of Pokemon in there was also really smart, right? And this is why you wanted to protect Kyogre because Necrozma's going to go down on this turn.
Yep. Kyogre uses Scald, and
if it gets the burn, that's going to be really rough.
Oof.
Oh no!
Oh, Regina!
I'm
Good
really sorry.
Lord!
I feel really bad now. I mean, it was an accident.
But there we go. There's our 4th mod.
I was
the lovely little
Talonflame.
Talonflame.
I was expecting Talonflame here just because in case you have something like, let's say you had that Tornadus, you could go for the priority moves, right? Like priority Z move. This is just a rude flex from Geo's part at this point. There's no reason.
There's absolutely no reason.
I mean, like, unless you want to
Here we are.
The only reason
Supersonic
you
Sky Strike. You know what I think about like way too often? Remember Salt Lake 18, Flying EMZ, Mamoswine?
Yes, because I definitely barely remember that.
I think about that way too much for a normal person. I think it is one of my favorite VGC memes.
Anyway, congratulations.
Yes, congratulations, Geo. I miss casting with her. I mean, I love Arnie, but I love you.
I miss you.
I miss you too.
But
look at them, son.
I miss playing Sword right now. This is the longest I've gone like playing while being awake, like not playing while being awake.
Oh, that's fair. That's what I did yesterday too.
I was definitely like the only times I haven't been playing Sword have been when I'm asleep.
All right, wait. What's your favorite gym? Come on, tell me.
My favorite. Anybody who's gotten to this gym, I actually do like the Dragon type gym.
Oh, okay.
I will say,
I'll do that tonight.
He was my favorite when they introduced him, and I was like, oh, he just takes selfies and is super into his status as gym leader. I love this. I love Nessa and I love Bea.
Nessa. Yes.
Yes. So anyway, we'll see you play against whoever wins in the other half of the bracket. But for now, you guys have a good night. Enjoy playing Sword and Shield if you haven't, and if not, enjoy all the videos that come with it. And me screaming.
Magikarp can fetch.
What?
Magikarp can fetch. It is the best.
Okay, I'm gonna go check that out. So,
I
see you guys.
Bye.